I'm hitting y'all with another video, but before I do, I would like to take this time to acknowledge my daughter, Miss Shanika Oliver. I'm going to tag you in this video and let you know you are so special to me. I have always said that I think you're an awesome mom. This mom I have watched literally show undescribable determination of holding everything down, keeping everything together. See, these are all traits that when my children wasn't with me, ladies and gentlemen, I learned and I watched people. I watched a lot of people who had their children. And my goddaughter, Shanika, just always been a good mom. So, like I said, if I haven't mentioned anyone that's on my friends list that I consider to be a good mom, I got 2 more videos to make. And I just want to shout you women out. But this video is a request from Mr. Raymond Glover, Leah's godfather. And he wants me to discuss, let me see if I can tag him. I'm going to tag him in this video. So he'll know that this video is to answer his question of what I think about what's the issue with marriage, and what is my take on the failure of marriages and things of that nature. So let me just dive right on in to this video. But first, let me tell y'all something, ladies and gentlemen. These are absolutely delicious. They don't have no sugar. And they just, they give you the feeling of having a soda without all the sugar. So yeah. Now, let's talk about it. Well, let me just say this. Coming from someone who's been married before, I believe one of the biggest reasons why marriages fail is because the spouse don't know how to keep their marital problems to themselves. Somebody turns to your neighbor and say, honey, we need to keep our marital business to our damn self. When you take your marital problems to your family or your friends, I think you're being disrespectful. I think you're being dishonoring to the marriage. I think you should, Leah, don't do that. This girl thinks she's some type of acrobat. I don't think it's a good idea to discuss marital issues with single people. I don't think you should talk about your marital issues with nobody other than your husband or wife. How about that? I think it is so disrespectful for a husband or a wife to be discussing their marital issues with outside people. I made the promise to you. You made the promise to me. Why are we talking about our marital problems with our family and our friends? They are not in our union. So I think that's one reason why marriages fail. Number 2, and a lot of side bitches is guilty of this one. Being friends with a married person and not their spouse. I think it's very inappropriate, ladies and gentlemen. When you are friends with a person that's married, you got to be friends with them as a package deal. No, you hoes can't do that one. He was my friend before he got married. It don't matter. He chose to be with that woman. You need to respect her and at least acknowledge her. I knew him since first grade. It don't matter if you knew him from Pampers. If that man is married, you need to respect the fact that he has a wife. And vice versa. You need to respect that, sans box or not, you need to respect that she's married. If you can't acknowledge them as a couple and as a package, don't do it. That's another reason why a lot of marriages fail. Y'all want to do some side shit. Side shit create problems in a marriage. A marriage union is not supposed to be compromised, ladies and gentlemen. And we compromise people's marriages when we have them, or we're holding their secrets, or we're being inappropriate. I'm not going to say I have never had a problem. I can't say I'm not guilty of any of this. But I've also learned how to have a lack of respect. And I've also learned how to have respect for myself. Thank you. Hi, Chris. Hi, Chris Perkins. Hello, how are you? You say you love me. I love you too. Thank you all for tuning into my live. I think we need to respect people's unions. I also believe that one of the reasons that marriages fail is because nobody's willing to compromise. Nobody wants to compromise. He want a threesome. She don't want a threesome. He can't have no female friends. He don't want her to have no male friends. Also because we think we own one another. Your partner is part of your life, not your whole life. You know, I can really honestly admit that when I was married, I lost my identity. You know, being married, I forgot that I was somebody before I got married. You know, and now that I know who I am, I know how to differentiate the two. You know, and being married is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. When you're married to your best friend and your partner, somebody that has the same love and loyalty that you have for them, it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. But what makes it fail is when homegirls can have a better rapport with my husband than me. Or when my homeboys can have more of a rapport than me than with my husband. Nobody should be top in my life once I'm married. You know, we got to learn what that exactly means to be married. This person is my life partner and my best friend. None of my homegirls or homeboys should be higher than that, man. So we got to learn how to be married. And I remember my ex having a lot of his exes on his Facebook. That was another thing that destroyed our marriage. When you marry somebody, I feel like you've left your exes in the past for a reason. If you married a whole new woman, why would you bring your baggage of your past to your new union? And part of the reason some people do this is because they're not ready to be faithful. So, another thing, which was very damaging in my own personal marriage. I can speak on my shit. You know, my ex-husband had outside friends. We had some mutual friends, but he had a lot of friends I never even met. He knew all my homies from my hood. When I was in prison, he could go to my hood and all that. You know what I'm saying? And he had a lot of people in his life I didn't even know, and we didn't get married until our 10th year anniversary. So, which is coming up July the 15th. So, I don't know what I did that for. I think I'm going to post a marriage license, because if we would have stayed together, we would have been going on 11, I think. Our oldest is 20. We would have been together 20 years and married 12 years. No, 13 years. My bad, 13. So glad I dodged that bullet. Because when a person don't know how to respect, and he put everybody over his wife, or if I'm putting everybody over him, I'm not obviously ready to be married. No, none of my friends should be becoming before my husband. It just don't work that way. So, we wasn't ready. I don't think I was ready either. No. So, I think that's one reason why my marriage failed. I can't really speak for other people. But I also believe that lack of communication. I think lack of communication could definitely weigh heavy on a marriage. I think communication is key. I think respecting each other's space and boundaries is key. I also believe leaving your past in the past is key. I don't need to be friends with every single ex. Now, that's one thing. If he has children with all these women, a lot of those women he didn't even have children with. He had ties with them. So I told him, you can't let your exes go. I can't either. You know, so I don't have time for that. Not at all. So that's really pretty much it. What I have to say about why do I think marriages fail? It's because they don't want to compromise. They lack communication. They're not ready to be married. A lot of them think they want to be married, but they want the attention of a marriage. But they also like drawing attention to themselves. But they don't really want that loyalty that comes with being married. And shout out to the married people. Congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Bates. I really and truly admire them. That's my favorite married couple on this Facebook. So, I don't know. Shout out to all the people that's married on my Facebook. The people that inspire to get married. The people that want to get married. Maybe one day I would like to get married for the first time. I don't really call that a marriage, what I went through. That was a fucking nightmare. So, I don't really consider that a marriage. Somebody that was been in and out of jail and in and out of my life for 20 years, that wasn't a marriage at all, actually. So, yeah. That's about all I have to say about it. I'm still trying to munch and eat. But that's it. Y'all have a good night. I'm finna tag Mr. Glover and let him know I said what I said. Marriages need communication to survive. They need to be on the same accord. They need to have respect. And also, they need to leave their past in the past. They need to stop bringing people into their marriage. And they need to stop having outside friends. You should not be having outside friends that your wife or husband can't know about too. It's just not right. That's how people destroy their marriages. And eventually the marriage will be destroyed, living a double life. We are all guilty of it, man. We've all had inappropriate relationships, but at the same time, it's at some point you got to check yourself and say enough. You know, nobody's perfect, but at some point you got to say, do I really want to hurt that wife or that husband or break up that family? Is it worth it? And do I not think this shit isn't going to happen to me back? Because what goes around, ladies and gentlemen, has to come back around. What you put out is exactly what your ass going to get back. If you destroy somebody's marriage, somebody's going to destroy yours. That's the way it works. So, the ball is in your court. Do what you want to do. I'm not going to try to tell nobody what to do that's grown. I answered the question. Have a good night, family and friends. I'm out. Hey.